When you start working with multiple slides in a presentation, the need may arise at some point to reorder those slides. You can see over here on the left-hand side, when you're viewing a presentation, you've got thumbnail representations in the navigation pane, and each of these slides is numbered, so you can tell the order that they'll appear when you play your presentation. To change that order, there's a couple of different things we can do. So if you've got the exercise files and you want to follow along, go to the Lesson 2 folder and open up ECP2. It's a PPTX file, and you'll have what I have, which happens to be 9 slides in a presentation. As I scroll down, you can see the last slide at the bottom is slide number 9. So if I wanted to reverse slides 3 and 4, let's say, I could move 3 after 4 or 4 up here after 2 and before 3 just by clicking and dragging right here in the navigation pane. Click, drag. When I see the little separator between 2 and 3, I know I can let go of my mouse button and I've reordered my slides. To move it back, same thing, click, drag, see the separator, release. So that's one way to reorder your slides. Yes, you can move more than one slide at a time as well. Let's say I wanted 4, 5, and 6 to go after slide 7. Well, I can move slide 7 up, or I could hold down my Shift key with 4 selected, click on 6. All 3 are selected now, and as I click and drag down after slide 7 and release, I've moved all 3 as a group to that location. Same thing going back if I wanted to, and release. Now, just imagine that you've got 30 or 40 slides. Well, it's kind of a difficult view to work in, this navigation view here. So another option is to change from our normal view, looking at our slides, which is an ideal view for working on the slide itself, to the slide sorter view, which is an even better view for rearranging your slides. Now you can access the slide sorter view from the view buttons down at the bottom left-hand corner. Down here on the status bar, the middle button is your slide sorter view. Of course, you can go up to the view menu as well. The second item down is slide sorter. You can see the check mark next to normal indicating our current view. So clicking on slide sorter gives us those thumbnail representations of our slides again. You may not be able to see all of the information on the slide. You wouldn't want to work on your slides in this view. It's not made for that, but it is ideal for rearranging things. So if I wanted slide number 3 between 8 and 9, I can click and drag it down. When I see that little separator in between 8 and 9, I can release, and I've reordered my slides. If I want to take multiple slides like 2 and maybe, how about 2 and 4, so non-contiguous slides, leaving this one in between. Hold down your Command key while you click on slides. That selects multiple slides that don't have to be together in a line. And then just click and drag any one of the selected slides to a location to move them both there. And you can see now they're side by side. And of course we can move 6, 7, 8, and 9 by selecting them all. Hold down the Shift key and click on the last one. Everything in between gets selected, and I can move these up in between 2 and 3 if I wanted to when I see the separator, release, and I've reordered them accordingly. So you can move them one at a time in groups. The slide sorter view allows you to see many more slides in the navigation pane, and it makes it a little bit easier to rearrange your slides. So I'm going to rearrange slides now by moving slide number 4 here in between 1 and 2. So I've got welcome. I'm going to move slide 3 between 4 and 5. There we go. I'm going to move this and this, holding down my Shift key, selecting 7 and 8. I'm going to move those over 1. So you see a little separator before slide 6 and release. And it's really simple to rearrange your slides. Now when we go back to our normal view, and we can do that by going to the view menu or down to the bottom left corner, click on the normal view button. And as we scroll through our slides, you can see that we've got all 9 there, but the order has changed. Clicking on the first slide takes us back to the very beginning of our presentation. Everything's renumbered for us accordingly, but the order has definitely changed. Now when you start making changes to the order of your slides, or like we did in previous lessons, changing the layout and the themes, you want to save those changes. In the next lesson, we'll look at different ways to save your presentation.